Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you Aldi shopping haul and 4 dump and go slow cooker recipes. The other 3 days, one of the days we had spaghetti with ground beef. The other day we had like Hawaiian rolls with turkey and cheese that I made in the oven. And then today's the 7th day and we're at my parents' house and we're having dinner here. And that's why the kitchen looks different, because I'm at my parents' house. So let's get into it. I got cilantro for 45 cents, 2 bags of salad for $2.98 each, a bag of organic avocados for $4.09, organic salsa for $2.65, 4 tubs of Greek yogurt for $3.49 each, a bag of mini potatoes for $2.98, sun-dried tomatoes for $5.45, 3 bags of trail mix for $5.89 each, some garlic for 88 cents, spaghetti for $1.99, pasta sauce for $1.65, organic beef broth and organic chicken broth for $1.89 each. I was having a hard time trying to find a good carton of eggs, but I got one for $3.36. 5 cartons of organic milk for $3.79 each. Shredded Parmesan cheese for $2.19. Shredded cheddar jack cheese for $2.95. Here's everything I got. My total was $93 and some change. Today's dump and go slow cooker recipe is chicken salsa, and all you need is these 3 ingredients to make it. So I have here about a pound of chicken breast. I'm going to use a tablespoon of taco seasoning, and I'm going to use a cup of salsa, and it's better if it's a chunky salsa. I'm adding the chicken to my slow cooker. I'm adding a tablespoon of taco seasoning and a cup of salsa. I'm mixing everything together, and then I'm gonna cook this on high for 3 hours, or you can cook it on low for 6 to 7 hours. After 3 hours the chicken is cooked, I'm gonna shred it, mix it back in the slow cooker with all the salsa juice, and serve it. Here's my plate of food. We're having this with some cilantro, onion, and cheese. Today's dump and go slow cooker recipe is Marry Me chicken recipe. I have here 3 chicken breasts, 1/3 cup of drained sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna use a cup of heavy cream, 1.5 cups of chicken broth, 3 tablespoons of flour, a tablespoon of minced garlic, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and about half a teaspoon of paprika, salt and pepper to taste. I got this new slow cooker. I only have one, like the big 6-quart Hamilton Beach slow cooker, and this is great. If you want to invest in a big slow cooker, I would advise you to get this. All of my kitchen stuff are always linked down in the description. But I got this one on sale for Prime Day. It was about 50% off. Original price is like around $50 and I got around $25. But I don't know if this is too small for this recipe. It's 2.5 quart. And this one is 6 quarts. I don't know which one I want to use. Let me know down in the comments, how do you guys measure, like, for the slow cooker, like how big of a slow cooker you need? Because I've only used the big one for all my recipes and I'm new to the small one. You also need about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm adding the flour to the chicken broth and mixing it together. I'm adding the mixture to my slow cooker. Now I'm adding a cup of heavy cream and mixing everything together. I'm also adding the minced garlic. Also adding the seasoning, the paprika, Italian seasoning, and salt and pepper. I'm gonna give it all a good mix and then add in the chicken. Now I'm adding the 2 tablespoons of butter and then I'm gonna top it off with the 1/3 cup of the drained sun-dried tomatoes. And then I cook this on high for 4 hours, or you can cook it on low for 7 to 8 hours. After 4 hours, I took out my chicken and shredded it, and then added back to the slow cooker and mixed everything together. We had this over pasta, and this is my plate of food. Today's dump and go slow cooker recipe is steak and peppers. So I'm using a pound of steak. I have here sirloin steak strips. And then I'm using 2 bell peppers, an onion, 1.5 cup of beef broth, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a teaspoon of brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon ginger powder, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, and salt and pepper to taste. There you go. I'm spraying my slow cooker with some avocado oil and then adding the steak. Now I'm adding the peppers and onions. I'm adding the beef broth and the 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm also adding the brown sugar, ginger powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. I'm mixing it all together, and then I'm gonna cook this on high for 4 hours, or you can cook it on low for 7 hours. After 4 hours, the meat was so tender, and I served this over rice, and it was very delicious. Here's my plate of food. So today's dump and go slow cooker recipe is chicken potato with Parmesan. So I have here 2 large chicken breasts, 1.5 pounds of potatoes. I'm gonna wash the potatoes and cut them into bite-sized pieces. And I'm also gonna cut the chicken breasts into bite-sized pieces. I have 4 cloves of garlic, which I'm gonna mince. 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. 3/4 cups of shredded Parmesan cheese. A tablespoon of Italian seasoning. A tablespoon of garlic powder. And salt and pepper to taste. You can always hear my baby in the background. I'm spraying the slow cooker with some avocado oil, and then I'm adding the chicken. I'm also adding the potatoes, the grated Parmesan cheese, the minced garlic, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. The only thing that I didn't put in yet is the shredded Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna add this after everything's cooked. I'm mixing it all together, and then I'm gonna cook this on high for 3 hours. I originally put my timer on for 3.5 hours, but when I checked it after 3 hours, it was done. So after 3 hours, my chicken was cooked and the potatoes were cooked, so I added the shredded cheese. I turned off my slow cooker, put the lid back on, and let the cheese melt. Here it is with the cheese all melted, and here's my plate of food. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, hit that notification button, and give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!